I just want to give you guys a quick update on the tiny house. We've been cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting for this floor. So we ended up getting a one of these portable table saws because the little 12 amp circular saw we were using just wasn't cutting the mustard. It still works and everything, but just not strong enough. But so this thing got us through. I've got all of the boards cut ready for him to lay down. He's been laying the floor, and I don't know if the light's going to show up too well in here. It is kind of dark, but that's what it's going to look like all the way through. Say hey, Joe.
What's going on, guys?
No, you're supposed to say hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
There you go. So the floor is it's going to look really freaking awesome, I think. All this randomized color going through, and we've got two different widths in here. Trying not to block some of the light coming through, but so we've got these water boards, which are I think like 1 3/4, and then these are just 1. So we've got a couple different widths, but it's gonna look freaking awesome once it's all done. So what's your goal with this tiny house? Why are you doing a tiny house?
Well, I kind of did a few different options. I originally wanted to go with an RV, and I noticed the RVs don't have very much insulation. There are a couple brands, Bigfoot being one of them, that has some good R value, but they were lacking in that department. Also single pane windows. I live in the tundra of Michigan. It gets
The tundra of Michigan. It gets insanely cold here in the winter.
-10 is not an uncommon thing, so.
Oh, you people watching from Canada, I know you guys are laughing at the Michigan weather, but I'm with Joe on how cold it is up here. So yeah, I don't know if it's gonna show up any of this. It's so dark right now. The camera's actually making it look lighter than what it is. But anyway, so he's already got all this closed cell foam that he recycled on the wall. So pretty much, how much of this build so far have you recycled, and how much have you bought?
Recycle. I probably only spent $200 in supplies plus that saw table we just bought.
Table saw.
Table saw.
Speaking of which, no dust collection, so look at all that. We've been putting it to work.
Compost.
Compost, yeah, that's right, compost. So yeah, the flooring was free. The what is this stuff on the silver stuff?
Reflective foil bags. They were used for transporting eggs and cheese. Just took them undone, and one side's reflective, the other side's plastic.
It was just like a foil paper barrier, right?
Pretty much.
And you bought all the tape, of course, this aluminum tape. So
the biggest expense, and then some spray foam.
Yeah, some spray foam. So really, like all of this insulation, none of that was of any cost, pretty much, and then all of this flooring. None of it was of any cost. Now this flooring, it's not going to be a perfect floor. We've already discussed this, but it may have some irregularities here and there. But the main thing is that this is a free floor. We're recycling recycling materials and preventing it from going into the landfill. So that's the main thing. And it looks freaking awesome. I love the way that looks. And I wish there was a light in here, but there isn't. Actually, let me just walk around to the other side and see if it'll show up over here. Got more light through on this side.
Yeah.
But yeah, the floor is going to look awesome. It's not going to be perfect, but it's free, and it's saving materials from going into the landfill. So very cool. And this little jig worked out really well for kind of like cross cutting, with the circular saw. So that's cool. Like I said, the homemade table saw with that circular saw didn't really cut it. It didn't really last that long because it was just vastly underpowered, big time underpowered. So we got this, and this cut down on the time of cutting a lot. And speaking of the time of cutting, I always have a bad habit of saying that's what I have a bad habit of. And speaking of the oh, I can't stop saying And speaking of the, what am I trying to say? The time of cutting.
Yes.
And speaking of the time of cutting, I have a really bad habit of saying this project is going to take 5 hours to do, and then 15 hours later I realize I'm only halfway through, which is this exact case. I was like, yeah, we can cut all these boards. Yeah, man, we'll get them laid tonight. And it's been what? It's been like a week later, because he's been working and I've been doing other stuff, and Just conflict of schedule a little bit, but we should have been done a long time ago according to my ambitious schedule, and we're still not done. So but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this update. Like I said, this is my brother's tiny house, future tiny house. If you want to follow along on the progress of it and haven't already, subscribe to his channel. He's going to be uploading videos and all that good stuff, covering the entire process. And yeah, so thanks for watching. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.